In this segment, let's start meshing the main gear to the pinion of the motor. One thing is, don't forget to place Loctite on the grub screw for the pinion. I've already gone ahead and done that. Now we need to have a kind of a perfect mesh between the pinion and the main gear. Now there should be, according to the manual of Align, there should be a 0.1 mm as far as I think so, I remember or recall. I don't think so anybody can actually look at the 0.1 mm gap between the pinion and the main gear. So what some of commonly used method is the paper method. Just slide a paper between the pinion and the main gear, push the motor back in. Let me try the possible here. Yeah, you can see the paper there. Push it back, and this is quite easy. Go ahead and tighten the screws. Now, I'm not against this method, but I don't think so this method is the right way, because what happens is this mesh actually is taking care only at this single reference point, whereas usually the gears that are meshed in are not exactly circular in shape. So they are slightly elongated due to meshing and due to manufacturing problems. So what happens is when you try to do like this point could be loose, it could be tight, but when the gear turns, something else could be there. We mean to say there could be some deformity in the gear, and exactly that 0.1 mm could not be uniform. So what I usually do is I go ahead and give a kind of a decent mesh. That means to say I push the pinion to the main gear and tighten just one of the screws. Yeah, the other one is quite loose here. And then go ahead and start turning it. Let me turn it, this is better for me. And try feeling it. This is a matter of feel. At a certain place you might feel it's a bit tight, so just try to loosen this point so that the motor where the loose screw is actually comes out a little bit, but don't touch anything on, don't touch the motor with your hand, just play around with the gear only. This is quite smooth. Try it this way. I think we seems to have a, I think I'm quite satisfied with that. But of course at certain point you will have a little bit more gap, certain level I'll have a little bit less gap, but on the average you will have a decent mesh. So I'll go ahead and tighten this now, or the other side where it was loose. Let's try it out. Yeah, I don't see any kind of an binding or there's any kind of an, perfectly fine. Now we need to place Loctite here. What I would suggest is tighten one screw properly, go ahead, remove the screw, put Loctite, fix this back again tightly, then remove the other screw, place Loctite and fix it back again. I'm going to do that and I'll be back.